Welcome back. Welcome back. We are back with factorizing by common factor. This is part 2 of the video. So you may want to just have a look at part 1 before you continue if you missed that. And then here we have 5 sums that we're going to be doing. You may want to just pause the video before we continue, perhaps just to give you a chance to try these on your own before we get on with them. I hope you've managed to try them on. Now let us look at the solutions for these. So solutions. So here for number 1, we have 3xy plus 2y. As we can see here, y is common in both of them, right? So we take y as a common factor, y. So when you take this out, you're left with the 3x. So we write the 3x. Plus, then when you take the y out as a common factor, we are left with the 2. So then we are done with number 1. And then let's have a look at number 2. Number 2, we have 35ab plus 28bc. As you can see here, the letters, we can see that there's a b common, but with the numbers 35 and 28, at first glance, there's nothing common there. But when you just consider the factors of 35 and the factors of 28, there is a common factor in there, right? So the factors of 35 and the factors of 28. So for 35, we have 1, 5, 7, 35. And then here for 28, we have 1, 2, 7, 14, and there's a 4, I believe, somewhere here. All right, so we can see that 7 is common in these two, right? So we take 7 as a common factor. 35 divided by 7 is 5. So here we will have 5. Okay, I don't know what's happening here. Let me just write that correctly. So here we have 5. And oops, I made a boo-boo here. B is also common, so we take 7b, then there's a 5 for 35, and then we have a that is remaining there, plus 28 divided by 7, you'll be left with a 4 there, and the b is gone because it's a common factor. We are left with the c. So the final answer for this second one is 7b open bracket 5a plus 4c. Now let's look at number 3. Number 3, we have 2x 3y minus 4 plus 5 3y minus 4. And then this is 5y here. And then with this one, we can see that we have the common bracket x minus 4. So, no, 3y minus 4. So we take that out as a common factor. 3y minus 4. That's a common factor. So here, when this is taken out as a common factor, what do you have left? we left with 2x. Then again here, when 3y minus 4 is taken out as a common factor, we left with just plus 5y. Okay. Then let me just erase this one quickly. And for number 4, we have 5a minus 3 minus b 3a 3 minus a. So as you can see here, we have a minus 3, but this side we have 3 minus a. So we have to flip these around so that they look as a minus 3. So we know that in order for us to flip the signs, we have to change this one here. It's a negative here, so we change to a plus. And then if this changes to a plus, we are then allowed to just change this around. So the a becomes positive, then the 3 becomes negative. So similar to the third one, we have a common bracket here now, which is a minus 3. So open bracket, a minus 3, that's our common factor. And then when this one you take it out, you are left with the 5. When you take out the a minus 3, we're left with the b. So here, that is the common factor. All right. So we're just going to look at number 5. Number 5 is 6x y squared minus 12 x squared y minus 36 x squared y squared. All right, so let's look at the numbers. We have 6, we have 12, we have 36. Common factors of 6, 1, 2, 3, and 6. And common factors of 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And then factors of 36, we know that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, I believe 18 as well, and 36. So the common one in those is the 6. So perhaps we can just write that there, 6xy squared. Then let's change this into a number with the 6. So minus 6 times 2 x squared y minus, and then here for 36 is 6 and 6. 6 times 6 x squared y squared. So yeah, the next step here, the number, the coefficient here, we can see that 6 is common, 6 is common, and then 6 is common. So we take out the common factor 6. 6 is common factor. And then we take out the variable with the lowest power. So x squared, we take the x out as a common factor because that's the one with the lowest exponent. Then for y, we have y squared, y, and y squared. So the y becomes the common factor. So yeah, let's have a look now. So we've taken the common factor 6xy. So if you say 6xy squared divided by 6xy, you will be left with y. So basically, We took the 6 out, there it is. We took the x out, there it is. We had 2 y's, we take one of them out, we left with the other y. I hope that makes some sense. Minus, because the 6 is gone as a common factor, we left with the 2 here. And then we took one of the x's out here, we left with an x. And then the y is gone out as a common factor, so we got nothing else to add there. Minus, this minus here, and then 6 is a common factor, so that's gone. We left with another 6. And then also, we have 2 x's here. We take one x as a common factor, we left with an x. And we have 2 y's here, we take one y as a common factor, we are left with the other y. That then becomes the answer for this common factor factorization. That's all for now, and on the next video we will look at another form or another way of factorizing.